No more parking on 25th. I got a spliff and a life to live. Can I talk about it? Yeah. Next checkpoint where my head collate. I gotta say what I could not say. Can I talk about it? Oh, wow.
What's up, Niner Empire? Jerry Phresh here with another Phresh Perspective. And fam, I am excited. After going back and looking at the tape, seeing that 49ers game, that win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I'm even more excited. At first, it was just the defense that flashed and showed potential. But if you look closely, you see that the offense also flashed. And if it wasn't for penalties and mistakes and the referees trying to get the Tampa Bay a victory, we won't talk about that right now, I believe the 49ers would have scored a lot more points. We left a lot of points on the field. Now, the most important thing is that we stay disciplined, we stay focused, and we progress. This year has the potential to be awesome and lead to many, many more great years. Remember, we got to get Defoe and players like that locked up, and we got a young team. We got to get ready to win. Are you guys ready for that? Are you ready for a winning mentality, ready to be at the top again? I hope so, because that's where the 49ers are heading. I am also excited about my first guest on this show, and he's going to be a fixture. This man knows about football. He has insight, has the knowledge, has what it takes to just break down film and everything else about the game. I'm so happy to have RUSSO SF49. Bro, thank you so much for taking the time to be here. Go ahead and just drop that knowledge. Introduce yourself.
Jerry Phresh, what's up, bro? Appreciate you having me on. Glad to be here. I guess just real quick, I want to give a shout out to everybody, all the subscribers, Jerry and my channels. We definitely appreciate your guys' support. A little bit about myself. I go by the name Russo. You guys can actually check out my channel at RUSSO SF49 if you guys want. I just started it about a month ago. I do some 49er player previews and analysis, stuff like that. It really just kind of started off as a hobby, and I'd really just do it for fun in my spare time and just kind of see where it goes, and decided to link up with my buddy here, Jerry, and do a little podcast and start talking some 49ers football. It's one of my favorite things to do. I mean, I've been watching football since I was a kid. I actually became a Niners fan back in the early 90s when they won the Super Bowl. Steve Young, Jerry Rice, and those guys. Good times and bad times. I've just always been a diehard 49ers fan. And right now I'm very excited about what's going on. I know some people kind of are indifferent with the stance of this football team and ownership and management and stuff like that, but for me, I'm like fully on board with Kyle and John Lynch right now. I'm buying what they're selling, and I'm very excited about this season. Obviously, the first game off to a great start with the win over Tampa Bay. A couple things that we'd like to see get cleaned up and stuff like that, but overall, I mean, the defense was lights out, 2 interceptions for a touchdown, sacks everywhere, and traveling to Tampa Bay in the heat. Missing some guys, a couple key injuries on offense. Tevin Coleman obviously went down early too. I'm just kind of proud of the guys and how they played, and it's a good sign going forward, a lot to look forward to. This is probably the most excited I've actually been for 49ers football since 2013, 2014 with Jim Harbaugh, and I just really have a good feeling about this team. I know some people are still kind of doubters, and they've been, let down so many times with this team, but it's part of sports, and sometimes you got to go through this adversity to kind of bounce back, and when you're down and how you act when you're down says more about you than when things are going good. So the thing I like about this 49ers fan base is that we're loyal, and we all stick together, everybody's family, and I've met a lot of cool people over the last few years, Jerry being one of them, and you just kind of build these friendships, and it's just understood. When you're a Niner family, it's just understood. Everybody's got each other's back. And this is just a good opportunity for all of us to come together. And me and Jerry plan on bringing a lot of this content to you guys throughout the rest of the season. Some, game previews and some game breakdown, stuff like that, some player analysis. But other than that, I'm really just fired up for this game on Sunday versus Cincinnati. I'm really thinking this team's going to go in there and just kind of put their stamp on this season once again. I know a lot of these so-called experts are still kind of doubting the 49ers, and I mean, maybe rightfully so, but I really just don't understand what the problem is. A lot of people are still picking the Rams to win the division, and some of these like the Seahawks and stuff like that. And I can't wait for the 49ers to get their name back and get this respect that we deserve and show this league that, we're the cream of the crop, and it's not the Dallas Cowboys. The 49ers are America's team, and I think we all know that. We're all faithfuls. We understand this. the Raiders that might have a nation, but we're an empire. So when it comes to some of these other teams that are getting all the news credit and all this hype time and stuff like that, that's all right, because they can have that right now. And we all know that when we come back, which I believe we're in the process, and it's all kind of coming together a lot quicker than I actually expected. It's just going to be exciting to watch this. And Jimmy Garoppolo and all these guys, all these pieces that we have, Quan Alexander, these new pieces, it's just very exciting. I'm a huge Nick Bosa fan, D Ford fan. I mean, I feel like I can name names forever, and it's just, there's a lot to look forward to this year. So I guess I'll just kick it back to my man here, Jerry, and we'll go ahead and get started on this Bengals game that's coming up this Sunday.
Yes, sir. That's what's up, man. Russo, thank you so much for coming on here and showing that passion and that insight. 49er Empire, go over to Russo SF49 and subscribe. This man has knowledge. He's just getting started out, just as am I. But if you want somebody who knows football, then you need to find yourself at Russo SF49, hitting that subscribe and that bell notification. Well, that's it for me. I'm Jerry Phresh. This is Phresh Perspective. Look for us to team up a lot and get you some fresh perspective on the 49ers. Go Niners, go Niner Empire. Thank you, guys.